Hi, my name is LaShonda Cyrus. I'm a senior program supervisor at Hudson Valley Community Services. Part of my job is to oversee our case management program. We in the social service field talk about case management a lot, but not a lot of people understand what that is. Rather than try to define it, here is a quick example of what case management is all about. Our Criminal Justice Initiative, CJI, referred a client to us. He was due to be released soon, was HIV positive, but had no family, no housing, and no connection on the outside. We prepared to get him from the prison in Sullivan County to the Department of Social Services office in Rockland County so they can get him housing and other benefits. We also needed to get him to see his parole officer on the day of his release. He called me on the day he was scheduled to be released. Everything was set. Then he called back to say that the prison was now on lockdown. He would be getting to Rockland very late. The bus would not drop him off until 4:30. The problem was DSS closed at 5, and he needed to get to his parole officer. Without that DSS appointment, he wouldn't have anywhere to sleep. Now, I haven't met the client because he was in prison. The cab driver needed a description of the client. I called Barbara, the CJI program supervisor, found out that the client was on crutches. So this is exactly what I told the cab driver. The client also had no phone, of course, and was borrowing a stranger's phone at the bus station. So, of course, we couldn't talk long. I got on the phone to see what I could do for him. I conferenced in a social worker at the Rockland-based organization and a caseworker from the Alliance. We worked out that the client would spend the night at a friend's house and would talk to his parole officer as well. The other case manager also spoke to the parole officer to vouch that the client was doing his best to get to his meeting with parole and to get to social services in order to meet his requirements. The following morning, we got him another cab ride to DSS and to parole. I then filled in our case manager, Isabel, and she officially took on the case. I was doing all the work because it was all so new and complicated that I couldn't pass it along in such a state. The client is now receiving a bunch of services and is making great progress. I still can't believe that it took 3 of us at HVCS plus 2 other case managers to make this happen and to take care of the client's needs first day right out of prison. It kept me on my toes. I look back now and say, whew, I got this.